Hi there, welcome to an episode of How Do I Explain This? Uh, Guys, I'm really struggling with this one. It's really crazy to be struggling with this episode. I think this has been my 20th time. And so I'm going to be really, really concise and say that this episode is about step 3 of me testing my creative ecosystem, Maniverse. And step 4 and 5 have been already kind of discussed here. And quick recap is step 5 is kind of removing stagnant energy to call in the new and kind of using movement and music to do that. And step 4 is really about being able to create daily systems of care and intentional goal setting so that you sustain yourself and kind of not fall back to those typical or those, go-to self-sabotaging tendencies. And so step 3 has been difficult because it is one that's extremely emotional and vulnerable and it was one that it's one that no one really can prepare you for. And I am talking about helping my clients be able to come into their own creative practice and kind of helping them feel like they have a companion in taking, those first few steps and attempting to find the right medium, words, thoughts, things, skills to be able to convey what is deeply within them, to kind of be that vessel of channeling your inner world, right? Your inner landscape, your emotional landscape, things that you hold very deeply to you, and have creativity and the creative process be the bridge to be the bridge in your outer world. And so I only say that this is difficult because this is a process in which, this step, right, there's 5, is the one that's kind of it's in the middle, right? So you have step 1 and 2, which is more of the internal focus and the story aspect. And then 4 and 5 is more of the external kind of matters. And so this one is what I call, the best way to describe this step is you go into a tunnel. You kind of go into a tunnel. So you'll do step 1, which is your story, and then step 2, which is understanding your response patterns and all that stuff and your internal monologue. And then step 3 is a very body oriented step. And so it's cool. I kind of get sucked into a tunnel. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It really does feel like it. It really does feel like it, and I just don't know how to describe it to people. But it's the moment I have an idea, I'm able to. Once I have an idea, again, it just comes to me when I do daily things. Brushing my teeth and loading the dishwasher. But I have to really be able to. And it's really kind of it's a process in which it's really hard. You see what I mean? It's difficult for me to express. I'm telling you, it hurts right here. Does anyone know what this means? Ow! But anyways, it's a very difficult process for me to explain because it is the void in itself, though it does get easier. I wouldn't say easier, but you're able to endure it, with much more resilience, and kind of that reassurance that at the end of this lovely tunnel, you're gonna come out with a great thing, or you learn something about yourself that's really beautiful. And you've worked through things that you didn't realize were holding you back. And I like it too because I just feel like my skill set gets better. And I just like it too because it is so interesting to kind of dig into some of those beliefs and stories, because when you, in this whole, first off, in riding this emotional wave of creation, in this whole wave, you get flashbacks to all of these experiences, and like when that belief in that storyline or that perspective or was created or kind of cemented within you. And you, again, see it from a different perspective, similar to step one, where you see those experiences with a more balanced lens. And it's kind of the same thing with reliving these experiences and the somatic kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. It just feels like you're reliving it, and you're able to, rather than like intellectualize it and be like, oh, A plus B equals C, that makes sense. It's more like I'm with this person as they are going through that experience. And I focus a lot on trying to connect back to that feeling, because I think trying to connect back to that feeling because I wasn't really in touch with my emotions, especially at a young age, and I also didn't really speak much, and so I really was in my own world, and I never paid attention to how I felt or how I was moving around in the world until recently. But it was a really interesting process of not just reliving it and having to bring back all of those painful memories, but it's extremely freeing, because you just don't know how heavy it is. It's like a breath of fresh air. Like the way I would describe it, I was like, oh, digging. Because I'm a nosy. Ah! It's truly the definition of fucking around and finding out. The more you fuck around, the more you find out. And then it's like, oh wait, I'll show you. This is like one of my favorite memes. But it's like, you go through these different stages. And so when you initially start hitting this stage, it is always accompanied for me when I'm doing something difficult. I'm like, damn. Because I feel that thing that, I sit with the resistance that I feel as I'm attempting to create this and trying to make sense of it, in terms of what could potentially help me to be in a place in which I am kind of able to I kind of just give it space to kind of not ruminate, but more like giving them space to just be, and so the creative process is a beautiful process, not just from, seeing how capable you are of creating something that you thought of and seeing it in real life, but you always have an opportunity to come back stronger and with more will and with more motivation, because the fact that you rode that wave I like it, I promise. It's just every time I say it, I feel it, and I'm like, ugh. But when you sit with that resistance or allow it to kind of just, give it space to kind of do its thing, to really use my creative practice to help me kind of experiment with the ways in which I can understand the resistance and kind of feel more trusting of myself, that I can navigate through it and work through it, and regardless of what pops up, I know that it needed to pop up because it needs to be gone and replaced with something better. And I think that when you're kind of riding that wave and you're taking that first step, and it's like, damn, it's already really hard to like do it, and now I have to feel those emotions as I'm going through it. I think that part really was the difficult part for me for a really long time. But what really did kind of help was kind of going to step 4 after, right? I think step 3 is, again, your content and your marketing. And, we do the traditional, content marketing aspect with kind of pulling in their story and, again, helping them kind of step into their creativity. But I also kind of really help them convey your story and your message and your vision and perspective. And then we start the process of experimentation. And so that's kind of the key word that I really focus on within this step. But it's also, again, like the most vulnerable, right? You're experimenting an idea when it comes. And as you're experimenting it and learning how to create it and express it, you'll ride through some sort of thing. Or like, I guess you're trying to express it. And I feel like for my personal experience, and all of this is my personal experience, if you have a lovely creative process, congratulations. But yeah, it's, again, this is just from my personal experience. It is a little disheartening because you really do feel like, well, I really went through that for what? I didn't really finish the thing, or I am not really happy with it. Like, I just feel like it's disheartening in the beginning because I guess my experience. In my experience, I have kind of used a formula, right? So to think about how to get the thing that I want, right? To manipulate it and control it in my favor. And so with kind of experimenting and riding this emotional wave, you really don't have a sense of control. I will say, let me take that back. You're not like no control, but you really are able to, for me, it feels like I'm able to sit back and kind of let my body do the talking, because my brain is tired. My brain would be like, nah, girl. My brain's like, I'm tapping out. Like, time out on the field. And like, I don't know how to stop or shut it off. Or I guess, like, because I constantly think. Or like, I guess it's because I'm always thinking about something. But, in that, when I am able to sit back and let my body kind of do the talking, it's so interesting because I can feel myself going deeper and deeper into my being. And it's, you don't really know what's gonna pop up. I think that's kind of where my sense of control or my fear really comes up in the creative process and in the process of expressing myself, because it's in this aspect of really being like, okay, I'm gonna go into this tunnel and I don't know what the outcome's gonna be. I also don't know what the how is. It's like does the process know I'm trusting it? And honestly, it doesn't give a fuck about it. It really doesn't. Like, I'm sorry if I'm being like a little negative about this, because it's really not my intention. I think I'm just trying to convey my experience in the most justifying manner, because it is something that, again, is a very tough thing to revisit, as I explained, right? I think that's just kind of how my brain works. It's like that memory pops back up and it's like, damn, I'm riding that wave now. No, get me off. Okay, I'm off now. But basically, I feel like this as well leaves me open and vulnerable. It's also the step in which I feel like I am really connected to my clients, which is a very beautiful experience, because initially I imagine that step 1 of the client journey is the most vulnerable, but there's something about step 3 where you are really putting yourself out there now, right? Again, the past is very comforting because we kind of understood what happened. And so when I revisit my past, I feel like I'm a little bit more open to what may kind of unfolds in that whole process, but doesn't necessarily have like a standard definition, or like isn't something that's really taught, or isn't seen as valuable or important in this culture, or in this in the current time and place that we are in. And I think that so many of us are disconnected from life because of step 3. I think there's an element of being vulnerable and sharing kind of your thoughts. So pushing off kind of the creative process, the whole aspect of expressing yourself, to me, was the hardest thing. Like, that's a part of my journey, and that's something that I really help or enjoy supporting people on, because I really do feel like something I love about my work and about this step is that some of the fears and some of the things that my clients are working through are things that are now brought to my own awareness. And it's like, wow, we're both going through this lesson together. It's like, show them my human side, because not my human side. I'm not like an alien, but I'm able to kind of break this barrier between like client and like, someone that a client and like contractor or whatever. And it's when I'm helping them work through and being able to be that space for them to kind of work through some of those fears. I also feel as though a lot of that information, or a lot of what they're learning and experiencing, is something that's brought to my own awareness to kind of dig into my life and understand how this applies to my life, and how I believe in integrity. And if it is something that I'm also struggling with, which, let's say, for example, is rest. If I am helping people establish those practices and rituals, and creating a process in which, their creativity is channeled from a place of like safety and ease, I can't, it wouldn't feel right to me because that's something that I don't have my own understanding to. And I think I always have to kind of, again, get my own understanding, and I'm hard-headed. And once I get that understanding, I'm really able to kind of then be a better support to them. And so I feel like I would be doing them a disservice. And so I think it's a beautiful experience to have with my clients, in which like we're not kind of a business partner, or a business relationship at this point. We're both open now, and we're both talking about the struggles that we're experiencing, and it feels good to be able to show them that side of me, because I have that tendency to take on a lot and to then not show up in the ways that I want to show up. I used to, not the case anymore. And so I think that really helping, and so I really think that step 3 is it's one that leaves you pondering, because again, like, it's one that I think it's like one that I don't really discuss as much, because allowing yourself to give the person or truly believe that you are a fighting chance. And I think that's what it is. Okay, I'm fine now. Oh my god, that was so hard. Okay, you saw that? That's what it was. It's sticking your neck out there for yourself and being like, okay, in my inner world, this is how I feel about myself. And then the outer world is like, okay, bet, show me. And then I'm like a whimpering bitch. I need to stop cursing. But then I'm like, oh, all right, that's kind of where I get my tail caught in between my legs. I hope I used that correctly. And it really, really was something that I had to be so intentional with, because I really had to ground myself and work through that resistance. And so, like, for example, like, this is a really good example today in this whole podcast. I was trying to record this so much and I just couldn't. I was always getting choked up. And I knew then that I kind of just sat back and I said, okay, I was like, okay, I sat back and then I went and did something else, right? What I ended up doing was I played a mix for my roommate and we all were just dancing, right? Step 5. And then as soon as I did that, I felt really light, right? I still felt the resistance, but it made it a little bit more joyful and a little bit more silly. And then what I ended up doing was, okay, cool. Like, this is the opportunity for me to do it because my roommate's gone. So I have to I want to be able to do this because it would make me feel really accomplished and not just checking it off down, but it would really help me understand what is this feeling I'm currently, experiencing, or this feeling I'm currently experiencing. And so what I had to do was turn to my rituals, turn to my system of care. What makes me feel better or kind of come into my body and feel safe, and like hype myself up to do the hard thing and to remind myself I've done it before, and kind of able to give myself a list of things that can help me steer what I'm experiencing as I work through the resistance. And like, for example, it is the first of the month and I love rituals. I love being able to honor moments or specific days, or I kind of like to pay my respects, or I kind of like to, it's like I kind of enjoy being able to connect with time in that way, because I think that I personally check out and I never know what date it is. But when I'm able to kind of have those anchors, I do the 3 weeks of like being focused, and like one slow week, like this week, where I'm kind of just sharing some of the reflections and some of the things I created during that time. But what this helps me really do is not just focus on like the length, but specific things that I can do to anchor in those days and those moments, and what the general theme is, and kind of the energy that I want to call in, or the energy that I want to be in or embody for the things that I want to do or want to be able to overcome. And so in doing that, it helped me feel excited for the future, and it made me hopeful, right? Because I am currently writing it. I'm trying my best to work through it, and you're able to romanticize the process in the present moment by feeling and learning how to sit back and feel safe, and letting your body be, being on cruise control, and letting your body be the Tesla car. I take that back. And letting your body kind of steer, and being okay with going into the lovely void, and knowing and starting to trust yourself that regardless of what you experience in that lovely tunnel, you're able to go into that tunnel and give yourself grace for any sort of beliefs or feelings that come up during that time. I think I initially felt so guilty whenever things like that popped up. And as I said in the previous episode, you're just like, I don't know why I can't kind of work through this. And so in my creative process, that's really where I to start thinking about what I want to call in instead, to kind of replace or see that from a different perspective. And so again, the daily rituals are kind of, as I said, my anchors, in terms of not just time, but also have respect for yourself and, your energy and your boundaries, while also making time to establish those connections that you need as well to kind of keep you going, And so all that to say, that was really hard for me to say, but like I'm being asked to then walk the walk, and I am a lot of talk. I'm a lot of talk. But I was a lot of talk. But now I walk the walk. But in walking the walk, it is still a very vulnerable experience, and it's something that changes so frequently, and it is a beautiful, beautiful time. Like, I think now that I've been able to click what that was, it's like, oh, it wasn't that deep. And I think, again, that is why I love the creative process. And so, yeah, I think it's a lot. I hope you guys were able to follow. It is also something that's still relatively new to me, and learning how to express myself wasn't something that was natural. And as I'm doing these, though it is getting easier, it is still a work in progress. And I think something that I am starting to come to terms with is that it is a continuous process. Like, it's a continuous process. Like, I thought if I had a death and rebirth or an awakening or whatever, or like an aha moment, I'm like, okay, like, I'm good for the next 6 to 12 months. No, I think it's like, I would say like 2 to 3 weeks max, but also, damn, at the end of the day, it is what it is, because it's, again, a very beautiful process, and I come out loving myself 10 times more and feeling much more confident and so much more me, and feeling, again, more confident to trust my inner self to be able to express that and the deep feelings and emotions and thoughts that I have externally with the understanding and foundation and, again, systems to support me. And then again, that's kind of where you start to learn yourself more and are also able to connect with people. And I think last year that was a very big lesson of mine, in which I started to open up more to people and let them in as I'm experiencing that wave, rather than before where I would kind of tell them the aftermath. It's not aftermath. And I think that, having to make that switch to telling people, or having to make that switch and allowing people to come into that experience in that inner world that's not perfect and still a hot mess, and you're trying to figure it out, but yet you don't have the words to figure it out or to make sense of it, but you have this feeling that you can't really, be able to hold space for it because it might be a lot. And so I think it really was a way of showing me those people who allowed me to finally have that space, especially when you are so used to always putting other people's needs first. It's really hard to even kind of connect with what your true wants are. And again, creative process is great. So all that to say, I feel like the yapper's back now because I feel much more grounded and I feel so good. Oh my god, the pain is gone, guys. And that's the creative process and how I help people and how I came to my own experience. And so, disclaimer, as I said, this is my experience. I also do want to put in a quick note that this process is very personal, and I'm just trying to be real and kind of be that person that I wish was there for me when I was going through the process, because I would have been more intentional in the beginning of it. Anyways, with that, peace and love, and as always, with gratitude, Manny. You ever feel that post-reflection weight? That heaviness after unpacking all the layers, the realizations, the patterns, the breakthroughs? Yeah, I feel it too. But here's the thing. Processing isn't where the journey ends. We don't just sit in the weight of our thoughts. We move through it. We transmute it. And what better way than with music? Because after the deep work comes the release. And that's where we're at now. No overthinking, no forcing, just letting go. So if you're still holding on to that last bit of energy, that leftover emotional static, this mix is for you. Let the beat carry it out of you. Let movement shake it loose. This is Mix 006, a transition, a cleanse, a moment to dance your way into whatever comes next. Turn it up. Move however feels good. Let's do less and feel more.
Hello, hello, is there anyone home? Been waiting a while, knocking on the door hoping for a smile. It's been a long time since one of them been around. Oh, hello, hello, think of love and we know each other so well. Been a long road, let's not end up in hell. And I hate to admit that I've been somewhere else. Oh, don't pack your bags, 'cause I want you to stay. Want you to stay. Want you to stay. Don't pack your bags, 'cause I want you to stay. Want you to stay. Darling, I told you I wanna be stronger. change your mind? Oh, can I change your mind? Tell me now, tell me what to do. I know that I can lose you. Can I change your mind? Your mind, your mind, your mind, your mind. Can I change your mind? The journey, the lights, the music. We're gonna take you to the underground.
Say you can get it when you need it. Say When I see you dancing, I know you're a 10. It's some kind of magic, we both know it right away. I can hear the party, don't want it to end. Getting real ecstatic, we both know it right away. Not it be matter, be honest. I still fuck your finish. D, one night. I still fuck your 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 one night. Round bitch say valid. Not it be matter. I still fuck your D, honest. One night. D, bonus. Down this say valid. Not it be matter. I still fuck you. D.
fucking model. I'll make her famous, rename her, my message now is changing. Still keeping it stainless, ain't dangerous, cause most of these niggas is brainless. Itty bitch, you plain and plain Janeless. I gotta stay rich and famous. Hello, your nigga be fucking me on my Gucci, so no see be thinking me fucking me on my coupe Lamborghini. Get some cut out these niggas and then I whoop like Houdini.
it all. We lose control of the night is all we know. We come and go. We come and go down the rabbit hole. Can you feel the vibe in your mind? Can you feel the heat of the beat inside? Can you feel the time going by? You can feel the rhythm and it makes you high. Can you feel the vibe in your mind? Can you feel the heat of the beat inside? Can you feel the time going by? You can feel the rhythm and it makes you high. Take it to the limit, on fire. Take it to the rhythm, inside. Take it to the limit, on fire. Take it to the edge of your inner vibe. Can you feel the vibe in your mind? Can you feel the heat of the beat inside? Can you feel the time going by? You can feel the rhythm and it makes you high. On fire, take it to the rhythm inside. Take it to the limit. On fire, take it to the edge of your inner vibe. Take it to the limit. On fire, take it to the rhythm inside. Take it to the limit. On fire, take it to the edge of your inner vibe. You can never live your life in vain. Every moment is a chance for change. There's a fire deep within your soul, and it's just about to take control. Can you feel the